Bless you.
Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to Toka Tales, episode 6.0. Choices, paths, and we'll figure out the rest as we go. So, where we left off before was kind of a... Let's just say it was a murder hobo situation, and if you want more information, watch the last streams.
I only killed one.
I killed none.
I killed none.
He killed a whole bunch. I killed about 5.
I think I ballparked around 19.
Somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
Greg, I don't know how many Greg killed.
About 8. He actually, I think, had the second body count after me. I'm sorry, I kept count.
You could keep a count of how many charges you guys end up getting on your bloodsteel, because pretty much all of those were actually kills by the end of it.
I say 150 humanoid, 1 aberration, 187 beasts, 1 dragon, 1 fae.
Yeah.
I think they've been keeping count.
Okay.
So it's been a week since that day. At this point, we'll just kind of let's slowly move on. So yeah, it's been about a week since that whole situation. You guys have been hanging out in that centaur town. You've been rezzing up all those creatures.
No, actually, they're at the Centaur town. I'm at the Beastman town.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
stayed at the Beastman Town too.
And did you do all those rolls?
Everything but the freaking figuring out how many of this one, how many of that one.
Okay, so you basically have a group of undead at this location. An undisclosed amount of undisclosed power level that are going to sit there for a while.
I gave them all 10 hit points. That's it. Wasn't sucking a lot into them, except the only 2 I got to redo or need to talk to you about was the. I meant to do that last night, but it didn't work.
Yeah, we
crit
talked about a
ones.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, the
just
two
not the
crit
stuff
ones.
we were supposed to.
Yeah, but the 2 crit ones, those are the only ones I'm going to try messing with a few things.
Okay.
See if it'll work later.
Okay. So it's been about a week. So Tom, during that week, you were practicing some forging around with bloodsteel and stuff, right?
Yep.
All right. So if you want to roll 3 d20s for me and tell me how many times you get above an 18, and you can add onto that your intelligence modifier for each roll. Okay, Fee, while he's doing that, Kami,
How many times do I want to do it?
3 rolls, add your intelligence modifier to each one. Tell me how many you get above 18.
None?
You
Okay.
get a 16 there.
Yeah,
With your intelligence modifier.
18.
That's 1.
That's one success. Yeah, the rest of you all fail.
Oh.
19.
Why are you rolling 3 dice 3 times?
Oh, well, okay. I only got 1.
Alright, yeah, okay.
So gain +1 blacksmithing to your smithing.
So I usually had 3 times, so I'd
Yeah.
like 3 dice 3 times.
No, 3 d20s. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Now roll another d20.
Hold on. I gotta find my blacksmith. I can't remember what page of paper I put it on.
Okay. Then we'll get back to you.
Alright, right here. +6 now.
Afterwards, have him add his blacksmithing to a d20 roll. Add your blacksmithing bonus to a d20 roll. And pick what kind of item you're trying to make.
Yeah, sword.
Sword?
Yeah.
One-handed, two-handed?
2-handed.
Okay. What'd you roll?
14 plus my blacksmithing.
So that comes to a...
20.
20.
Okay.
Okay.
And then do another roll plus your blacksmithing, because you were also going to work on the end's armor and clean that up, if I remember correctly.
Yep. 17.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. So the end's armor comes out to be fine quality. It now fits him correctly and can come on and off properly.
Yay!
All
Don't
right.
need 30 kids to do it.
Hey, they did pretty good for, batting out a sheet of bloodsteel that they can, wrap around him.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, sure, it looked like the Alfalfa Squad, kind of armor, but it worked. He
held back
survived
raids for
a
a
week for raid. That was some epic job for a
And still had
one-headed
3 hit
Etten.
points.
Yeah. And then you also create a two-handed greatsword, bloodsteel, D10.
See it later.
All right. So during this week, what is Kami doing? Are you setting up an orphanage like you were talking about?
Yeah.
Two-headed,
And while she's setting it up, she's
great sword, right?
reevaluating her choices.
D10.
Her choices that led her here.
Okay.
You guys are all sick.
To ask for forgiveness because of the other week.
All right. Tell me the prayer of forgiveness.
Osprey,
I'm gonna roll for this shit.
Osprey, please forgive me and my group and
I'm the same
for
area.
their slaughter of the innocent the other week.
Well, I'm busy this entire
I
week.
had
We're gonna
nothing to
it
do
once
with
we're
that.
back in
Please
town.
forgive
Hey, you were innocent now.
Okay. Roll a d20 and add your religion.
my religion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like smited or something. Oh no. 9.
Total?
1.
Yeah.
You know what's hilarious? I rolled an 8.
Nice.
You feel a wave of calm rush over you. Okay, and you get this general feeling of everybody falls overboard once. Okay, if you're lucky enough to get back on the ship, just make sure you don't fall overboard again.
She's gonna nod and then just continue the orphanage and stuff.
Okay. And what is Jason doing during this week? You purchased a reforged mining unit, butler unit, and maid unit, I believe.
Sounds about right.
Yep. I set up a series of protocols and instructions for the maid to set up in the building that we assigned as.
The maid has basic cleaning functions.
Alright, so I set her up with basic protocols to take care of the establishment. And
Do you have that programming, or how are you going to train her?
well, does she have the basic training to follow protocol? Then I could just...
She has the follow basic instruction, but she's been trained for cleaning. She hasn't been trained for managing an office or
Send her to
location.
Toka. Let her do a couple classes. 1 extra day without her ain't gonna make a difference.
Yeah, remember back, this is exactly why you created Nigel, in order to get these training programs. You purchased a basic mining unit, a basic butler unit, and a basic maid unit. The butler unit would have a better chance of actually managing an office because they are designed to manage a household, including the maids, cooks, and other people, and deal with basic customers or visitors.
Okay, so could I assign the butler to take over the ACG location office at the center? Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I don't really know why I got the maid. I don't remember at that moment. But I'll set the minor up.
I think the maid you would purchase because you wanted to have it to bring it back to Toka for the ACG warehouse there,
So we had kids doing
and
this.
to upgrade and train it to actually be a receptionist.
Okay.
If I
That makes
remember
more
correctly,
sense.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, because you were tired of the hologram one there.
Yep, okay, so the maid is going to become the new secretary. So I store her in one of the compartments.
No problem.
Can't we just send her right to Toka?
No, it'd be better to take her there directly and then just set her up in the warehouse with her assigned task. Not to cause any
She's gonna go to
conflict.
class first. Send her to Nigel. We'll go to Nigel with her. Take her.
Yeah,
Find out
okay,
exactly what he recommends for the best
We'll plan
classes
on
for
that.
her.
That's a good plan. We'll bring her to Nigel to help. He will. So cool. We'll go
Exactly.
with that. So yeah,
I'm useful now and then.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep. So I'll store the maid, set the butler, and set the mining unit. I'll also give basic instructions to the priest during the week. To if he needs them, he can he gets some type of, assistance or whatever for the area, or if he's
Okay.
notified of messages.
So they're notified to assist the other village.
If anything were to come that would request it, they can assist. I also check on you during the week, make sure that you're doing the undead thing probably 3 or 4 days in, and once you're doing the undead thing, I will wave and then go back to the village. Once toward the end of the week, I go to Kami. This isn't bad, relax. And you've been setting up the orphanage, right?
Yeah.
I summon my pixie to me, so she's handy. I open up the compartment and I take out the 2 little bunny children. I tell the pixie to heal them, and I tell Kami to get them set up in the orphanage. And then I
I thought
leave.
you would have eaten them by now.
And my pocket dimension isn't the same as a bag of holding. It actually is a suspension of time and space. So I can throw something into it, and they're not going to die of dehydration. You told me that. I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
no, not you, not you.
Okay.
No, I rolled for the children when you pulled them out for their trauma level.
I don't care.
Okay. Just to see if they come out screaming, crying, missing mommy, daddy, or what's going on. Both of them, I rolled super low, so they just come out catatonic and like dull-eyed and dead inside.
The pixie has more than enough charges to heal them.
Yeah.
So they should be healed. I give them to Kami to take care of at the orphanage.
Don't eat that.
And then I check with everyone, and then I notify. I guess I use the left number locator to let my father know that we're going to come by for a visit to the teleportation thing after the allotted week time frame. So he knows that we're going to show up.
Good to hear. Come to the front gate. That's where the teleportation point might come to. We haven't had anyone teleport here from Toka before.
Well, technically we're in neutral territory, but
We'll let people know that you're coming.
thank you. And so then I just spend the rest of the time till everyone's ready.
Okay. So you're leaving your army behind, right?
Guarding Blondie over here.
So at the end of the week, he shows up with his undead miniature army.
Yeah, no, that's my personal bodyguard. He goes everywhere with me now.
Which one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the church done being built, or is it still in the process of being built?
How are you building a church?
I don't know. That's what we were saying. That you were
Orphanage.
building a
I
church.
thought
You were working on
Oh,
setting up an orphanage. Yeah, it's a village. You just
a bunch of houses.
most of the villages have left.
It's supposed to be. a
There's
church
very few
orphanage.
people left at this point. Well, very few centaurs left. More escaped during the nights.
I do take a moment though just to mention to Kami that we will send more people here as long as during that you're under Toka contract. You really can't do what you want, but if you want to keep raising the kids at the orphanage and taking care of the townsfolk and having an undead mini army, and if you need more reforges, then is that a good agreement? I let her know that.
By the end of the week, the maid unit that he purchased, before you put her in storage,
Sure.
I'm gonna be nice.
Sure.
Okay, goes around, cleans out all the huts, upgrades their cooking their cooking apparatus and bedding and everything else. So now they're much, much nicer than just basically shithole hovels.
Now they have to have a contractor want to go out there and finish constructing them better.
Out of walls.
Yeah.
More dirt.
Do you give Kami control of your undead?
All 23.
Okay, so Kami has 23 undead to work with and order around to try and build up a new orphanage and shit. At least temporarily you do.
And the priest has
His own village.
His own village, so he'd be able to help. And like I said, the Reforge, if you need them for a day, they can go over and upgrade. The village should look nice.
All right, so you set the miner to mining right away?
Yep, and have them scan for the best area to start. Follow any direction you have.
I was going to say have them start at the village there, so this way, all the children and everything else doesn't get poisoned from the bloodsteel. To make clean up that area first.
So
Yeah,
for
I
the
follow that.
first week, I'll let you do 6 rolls. Tell me each roll that you get that's above a 13.
Nope. With any bonus or base?
At this point, base.
Nope. Yep. Nope. 1.
My miner sucked.
Okay.
And it was literally a 13.
All right. So your miner is able to clean up the basic area for ore, but he only gets about 3 pounds of blood steel through the whole week. Very, very poor results. But given time, he could probably do better.
Okay.
Or given a quick class.
This is not the kind of thing. If we want to get a bot from Toka, this is my dad's tech.
I was
It's
thinking just more class.
class
Mining classes.
for this one bot.
Yeah. It would bring up his mining skills so you get a better skill level.
Couple
It'll-
days in there and then have him go to town.
So I mean, should I store him so we can bring him to Nigel and have Nigel set him up?
Or just during the week there, just pop back to Toka up 2 seconds, go see Nigel.
Can I send people to Toka for that as like an automaton? Because I wouldn't have to be able to. He's not
That's a Toka teleport point. The other thing too is try calling Nigel. Ask him. He's the one that knows how to program these things.
Better than anyone around.
All right. Before we leave, I'd probably reach out to Nigel then and ask him the best way to get some more skilled technicians out of the Reforge here.
Oh, top of the day. You've been quite the topic of conversation lately. How can I help you?
I have a few Reforged that could use some more training. How would that be possible?
Oh, congratulations. What kind of training are you looking for?
One for mining, another for basic secretarial services to bring over to our warehouse.
Okay. Basic secretarial skills, administrative skills. That'll be 25 platinum, and I'll send you the course. And if you hand the communicator directly to the Reforged, I can just download it for you.
I do hand it to them, and then I pay the 25 before I
Okay.
hand it.
So now has it. Your write down that your maid now has administrative skills. And for mining, it would be an additional 25 for a +2 mining skill.
I do so.
Okay, so you can put your town miner at mining +2.
That helps. We would have made at least a couple more rolls out of that.
Additional skill points are at a cost of 10 platinum per point. Up to 10.
We can upgrade them otherwise later.
Okay. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that'll be all. Thank you.
All right, let me know when you want to deliver that to your mom.
Upon my return, thank you.
Have fun. All right, so the week's over. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna go off hunting.
You want to go off hunting for what?
A blood still creature. Okay.
That's not here.
That's gotta be in Lethnor.
Out here, you're in the
Oh,
plains.
We're still in the
Yeah.
Spire.
All right, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
I was going to say, yeah,
Sorry.
you're going to find what you're looking for there.
That's like I'm saying.
Yep.
That works a little planes.
Yeah, we are.
I
We're on our way to left.
I thought we already left.
No.
I don't know. My brain.
Okay.
Long 2 day up days.
Yeah, so you've delivered the undead. The 4 of you are just sitting there together. What are you guys planning on doing?
Well, if Kami's all set up and the Warforge is ready to go, then I suggest that we head over to Lethnor. My father's expecting us.
We'll see him. Check out some things over there and let you visit your family.
So I guess we say goodbye to Kami.
He's just gonna go around and give you all handshakes. Except the cat. The cat gets a hug. So
Aw, thanks, seafood.
he likes the neck bonuses. So. He gave me an entire legion of undead. So
Seafood. Seafood. I'm not seeing any fish.
Oh.
Every time I call you seafood, I get fish. Fucking cats.
you're going to get 1 moment. I have it. I know it's here somewhere.
She got some good shit she was saving.
You gonna give us something really special to remember you by?
I was gonna. Well, he was asking for seafood, and the last time I handed him some fish jerky, so I was looking for that. So you're just gonna get a whole medium pouch of fish jerky. It's salty, but it's from the sea, so it's to be expected.
salty, fishy goodness.
Yes.
Sea salt pre-added. Thank you.
All right. So, Ethnor.
Yep.
So you open up the portal from the Reforged, right?
Yep, the stationary teleportation site.
And you calmly watches
If Kami somehow
Fuck my tongue.
sprouted legs
Don't
with
think that's
her
the only
tail,
one.
that would be more horrifying than she already is.
I don't even know where that came from, but okay.
I said she was walking, so I was like, just imagine her
I meant
sprouting
watching.
legs.
Okay, so Kami watches them go through the portal, and the portal dissipate behind them. You guys come out next to a large 20-foot tall, beautifully clean white marble wall that seems to go in a large circle around a decent-sized skyscraper-type building that looks just like one of the buildings from Toka.
Feel good to be home yet, kid?
You recognize your front yard.
Is there a doorway or the opening of the gate?
Yeah, you're right at the front gate. Remember how he designed it so you built a wall around it for protection?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and you put a front gate on the main wall, on the main front entrance.
Yeah, okay, I do remember that. Wow. That was a long time ago.
You're the one that drew it all up.
I did. No, it's been a while. So yeah,
And I'm remembering this off the top of my head, man. Come on.
True. I approached the main gate, call the others over, so it'd just be the four of us, I guess.
You're inside the gate. You can see the building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you teleported just inside the gate.
That's what he said before, right? Okay. I thought you said just outside the gate. I was confused.
No, at the gate.
All right. So I head toward the building, and my other sites of my home.
Okay. In your energy sense, you pick up the customary. Roughly every 10 feet, there's a invisible soldier along the pathway.
Yep.
Roughly every 20-foot radius, you see another one patrolling.
Just like home.
Yeah. If anyone wants to make a perception roll and thinks that they can roll over a 25, you can feel free to do so.
You see my life death sense. Ain't gonna help me there.
Nope.
No.
The only thing that help me would be animal help handling or survival, and that ain't gonna help me with disruption.
Nope.
Ain't gonna help you with robots either.
That was something I don't believe.
One of the creatures, I'd say thermal vision. But
Yeah.
They're not even warm-blooded. They're probably cultists.
Oh, that would show up though. Thermal.
Maybe.
No, not maybe. It would.
That's a good question. No,
They don't generate heat.
Right.
But they're
She said
free
they-
flowing and moving.
freezing cold, ice cold.
No, they're room temperature.
Oh, that's right. They'd
Well,
be
well,
stealth.
that's why I said.
That's right. Well, it's
so
moving.
they'd be
so they-
stealthy
Yeah.
with thermal vision.
yeah, and they have cloaking tech.
Unless they're an actual generator unit or carrying around like some type of powered item, they are basic room temperature.
Guess that is true. They're not cold.
Yeah, so they wouldn't show up.
Nope. Man, my shit's stealthy.
Yeah, so they're cold. They'd show up on the thermal.
That's right, and
Safest place.
It'd show up as blue.
that's true. But they moderate to room temperature to keep flowing fluid. Oh, that's cool. But yeah. So I mean, is it just as I remember it?
Just as you remember it.
You've
So
only been gone a few weeks.
you get up to the front door,
Yep.
you go in, and there's as you open up, you look into, you know what I'm talking about, but you open up and you're looking into this large open floor plan cafe, okay, where you see a whole bunch of tables and chairs. Over on the right-hand side, there's an entire deli counter that has this blonde woman sitting there in a very nice-looking professional type cook outfit. Sitting there kind of lounging against the countertop with a large drink in front of her that looks like it's a bright red color that has like pieces of like fruit coming out of it and a curly Q straw coming up and out of it that she's sipping off of. In front of this counter is a bunch of like bar stools that are all bolted to the floor, like a 1950s like counter. Strewn like and laying across these stools, you see what looks to be about a 15-20 foot long purpley serpentine creature who is just lounging across these stools with a slight flick of its tail every now and then that has stuff growing on it. You think it's weird. Sitting there smoking a bowl with a bong right next to her, and another big drink that's this bright green that almost glows coloring, that has a pot like stalk sticking out of it with leaves coming off of it and a nugget at the top.
It's good to be home.
Okay. On the left-hand side, you see what looks to be an old storefront that's not being actually maintained by anybody right now. You see empty shelves behind it. You know that this is what they sell, what they set up every time they have people come in, because they reset the shop for depending on who's coming in to see stuff.
Yep.
And you can also see another door towards the back that looks closed off, that has a sign that has a piece of cloth over it above the door, and then a couple other doors towards the back. As you walk in, Heather looks over. Welcome back!
Hello, Heather. How's
Hi.
everything?
Oh, same old, same old. We have a visitor.
Ah, is that would be my cousin sitting there sprawled out over on the bench over there, I see.
Yeah.
How you doing, cuz?
She's just gonna sit up and she sees Jason, right? Like, he's right
Walking up
there.
to you.
Yeah, it's been a few years.
He's gonna slither up to you. Hi, Jason. I tried to do
There's
the
no
voice.
way that's going to get picked
Yeah,
up on the
I tried to do the
microphone.
voice and I failed.
I think you're whispering. I'm like, hi, guys.
Yeah, I tried to sound like a snake. Okay, she's gonna go up. Girl.
Definitely going to have to move that.
Yeah, no. Yes, it happens to us humanoids. You seem possibly longer. Get ready to tell.
I definitely have more mushrooms.
I see that. Love the ones on your left shoulder. Love that shape. They're hallucinogenic. I call back to you guys.
She's gonna pick one off her shoulder and just hand it to you.
I put it in my pouch. Not yet. It's just to have my father first. I actually walk over to the bowl that you're holding. I ask for it.
She's gonna hand it over to
I
you.
take a hit of that bowl.
Make a constitution check.
Yeah. 18 plus 4, 22.
22 total?
Yep.
Okay. You cough a little bit as you exhale. Your tongue feels numb. And the world gets a bit fuzzy for a while.
Sweet.
And that's with that constitution saving throw.
Good shit.
Otherwise, you'd be on the floor.
Strongest.
I go around the counter and give Heather a hug after the ball hit. She's
She
fine.
gives you a hug back. You can smell that drink is heavily alcoholic that she's been drinking. And she is definitely not sober. So, you need food, drinks. What can I get you all folks today? You name it, I got it.
She does.
I already had my full seafood. I'm good. Beer would be nice, though.
Okay. She goes, reaches behind the counter, pulls out a large mug of ale, and hands it to you.
I'll take some of that.
Magic.
Out comes another one.
Magic.
Very good.
I asked just for a coffee.
Yep.
Daddy won't let you drink. You're too young.
I look. I point over at the snake. Are you? It was probably. Are you standing now, or back to your little like lay across?
Yes.
So halfway between laying and standing, I point at her. I'm like, I've been smoking weed for years because of that one. And eating those mushrooms. Right. So I call out to Heather. So is my dad in the shop or his rooms?
Actually, he's in a few meetings for the morning and afternoon. So he'll see you this evening.
All right.
So what can we help you folks with today?
Well, I'm just showing them the sights and sound of home.
All right. Congratulations, I hear are in order.
All right, things are going pretty well in Toka. Making a name for ourselves. I actually give her a hat and a one of the
Business cards?
one of the Holly Jolly rings.
Okay. Oh, these are cute. She puts the ring on. Starts giggling to herself. She's like,
Is she turning into a peppermint stick too?
no. No. I remember they used to sell these in Nowhere.
I guess they did. Yes, and also something about the enchanted hats that made you do good things, I'm told.
Oh, yeah, I have a couple of those still.
Oh, yes.
I think there's a few left in the back casino too.
Yeah, those have our name on it.
All right. So, what are you folks looking for? What can we do for you here?
He was mentioning something about his Necromancer friend Timmy here.
Oh, you gonna go see Timmy?
I figured that since my dad's busy for the time being, we should go up and I'll show him the shop. It could be that they'd find it quite interesting up there.
Well, just remember, make sure that you buzz before you go in because you don't want to walk in on anything that's against certain security levels.
Understandable.
Especially with uninitiated friends.
Oi, do you want to come, Vaughn?
Vaughn, you've been to these places before. Okay. There's disturbing things that happen in Timmy's room. It's not for the faint of stomach.
It really isn't. If you have a weak stomach, don't go to Timmy. So.
I just chuckle. I don't know. Maybe it's just the funny thing. It's because it's like, yeah, those evil talk things. Oh, you mean by raising? Training?
Fawn's gonna grab her drink that she has and follows them.
Okay.
So we head to the back,
So
which is the elevator.
You go to the elevator in the back.
Shit. Am I not gonna make it through?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 10-foot by 10-foot opening for the elevator. It's designed as a basic freight elevator.
Okay. So
And the
that's
actual
correct.
inside is about 20 foot by 20 foot of an elevator.
I can just barely fit in there.
Oh, you could fit perfectly. You know, it's not like you're going to stretch. You could almost stretch out across the whole thing. Diagonally, you could.
It could be a terrarium.
So the elevator goes down. When you get down to the bottom, it opens up to a long, dark hallway that you very well recognize. Okay. And Tom, make a perception check for me. And a life aura check thing from you.
Well, 7.
Okay. You smell dead and rotting flesh, blood, bone, meat, and other sickly sweet smells of what definitely smells like a butchery,
She's still meeting with her dad.
as
Oh,
well
so
as
I guess
some
that's one of
very
his appointments.
medicine smelling, harsh,
Because
chemical
apparently she
smelling
wants to find
things.
a job, so
Okay.
I get no
You?
It's like.
This entire corridor is lined with death. It like draws living energy out of anything that walks through it to a slight amount.
Sure.
Nice.
That's what join Toka.
And beyond that door are energies that you've never quite felt before. You're not sure if they're living, dead, or what.
That makes sense.
It's kind of a weird mix of like right in between. When you're using your healing, you're pumping in living energy to try and regenerate them, right?
Right.
When you're taking out that living energy in order to make the undead. So when you get past a certain threshold, it starts becoming more undead.
Right.
It's like a negative effect, negative life. Okay? What you're sensing is fluctuating between that border between life and death.
Yeah.
Where it's dead, but it's not completely dead, but it's not completely not dead either. So, yeah, you've been here a few times. You proceed?
Yeah. I find the buzzer though to make sure to buzz.
Okay. You buzz on the doorbell.
Yep. I wait.
Okay. You wait a little bit. The door opens. And as the door opens, you see this small, cloaked figure poke their head out. And it looks like a very pale 9-year-old boy. He looks up. Good evening, sirs. Oh, Jason, welcome back. You here to help me with the looks over at you guys. Stock for the evening?
Oh, I'm
Welcome
waiting,
back.
waiting for my father to get done with meetings, but you know, it'll be kind of fun. He'd
Oh,
probably
sweet.
enjoy it. I point at the cat wizard.
Oh,
It'd be good for practice for him.
it'd be an honor. I haven't had you kill me in weeks.
No problem. It sounds kind of odd. I get that. I kind of wave at you guys casually because this is a normal thing here.
He turns around. And it looks around for a little bit. And then you hear a bunch of scuffling behind the door.
Patiently waiting.
And then you hear a grinding noise.
Getting rid of the evidence.
It's just life. Nothing.
One moment, please. Turns around again. You hear more grinding noises. Clashing of metal against metal. This like heavy thud sound. And then he opens the door. And you see this very large 100-foot by 100-foot, almost completely empty chamber of nice granite stone with on the back wall, looks like a line of necromancer's benches that have basic humanoid type body parts across it and a couple large tanks.
Nice.
And none of you are rogues to find and remove traps, so you're not going to get that roll. So come on in. What can I help you folks with today? Or what you up to?
Honestly, just
And why are you interested in meeting me?
Well, I hear you deal with your dad.
Looks
Quite a
up at
bit.
your Atten. That's not bad work.
Thanks. He was my first giant to put together.
Oh,
Failed on the sandworm. Didn't make it.
goes over to it, reaches his hand out. Okay, puts his hand upon it. You can see there's some kind of weird surge of energy. Okay, and the Atten straightens itself up a little bit, stands a little bit taller. Timmy comes back over. You didn't bind him.
Nope.
You're just training him?
Yep.
Damn. That's good. We have to soul bind each one we do.
Well, it's because you do it a lot differently than I do.
We'll have to discuss this further. But, so, Jason, so what brings you back to home?
just had happened to be sort of in the area, or at least reachable to the left, and I figured I'd swing by, check out my dad. Picked up some Starmantium for him, looking at possibly getting some either training or assistance from my party before we head back to Toka to pick up our next job.
Oh, and how can I help you with that?
Well, I figured if you wouldn't mind sitting with the necromancer and helping fine-tune the craft, he needs a little work. I'll have to talk to my dad about payment amounts and times for Starmantium that we have.
Oh, sure. No problem.
Being legitimate, but, try and be fair trade for fire pay.
All right. Why don't you come on over with me to my office? And he starts walking towards the back wall. And as he does, you watch as the back wall just rotates. And what was once a blank wall is now a full bookcase full of ancient tomes. There's a small desk and a couple couches around it and comfy chairs.
That's what I was waiting for. And that's probably every freaking inch of the wall, but...
What do you think you were hearing the whole time?
Exactly. So I said, I knew what I was waiting for.
And then, so you staying behind and everyone
Yep.
else going? Okay. So, where are you guys going next?
We'll start with the staff.
I look for Ren. Is he somewhere? I ask. I call out before you guys walk away. I call out to Timmy and ask if Ren's available.
Sure, he should be up in the office.
All
He
right.
hasn't had much work lately.
This might give him something to do. Might be good. I therefore send my goodbyes to Timmy. Tell you that we'll pick you up when my dad's available, or you'll
good.
just keep you busy, and I'll just keep paying for your time to be spent. One walks to the other. So then I head up to the office with the Warforge. I'm gonna deliver him to Ren.
Okay.
Kind of my goal.
All right. So you get up there and you open it up, and the three of you, not you because you're not there anymore.
I'm not interrupting the meeting. This isn't a meeting room, right? Just want to make sure of that.
No, you go right into Ren's workshop.
Okay, cool.
Where you see about 50 reforged bodies in different states of repair and disrepair, just hanging by hooks from the ceiling.
Okay, so normally his office.
Yep.
Alright,
How can I help you folks?
hello, Ren. Good to see you again.
He looks over at Greg. You poor thing.
Actually, I'm wondering if you might be able to help him. That's why I brought him up to you.
No problem. Wraps his arm around Greg, pulls him right
I wave.
in, closes the door behind it with a big shit-eating grin on his face.
Good luck. Behind the door as it closes, and then I just turn around and So now I'm down
Almost
to.
creepy.
So you're good. He's good.
Vaughn doesn't know the robot being taken away, but she's.
Then he opens the door quick. Rupert's already across the hall in his new workshop. He got a littler one for his new projects. He would love to see you.
Thank you, man. I dash. I head over. I guess you're just coming around smoking a bowl.
Yep.
I take it. You know, I need a break from the bowl at the
That
moment.
drink in her hand too.
Drink it? Yeah, I hear you. So I head over to Rupert.
So,
It's a can of smoothie.
it's a what?
Canny smoothibus.
Candy smooth of this.
That was a tongue twister. That's kind of fun.
A little bit.
All right. So you get to Rupert.
Yep.
Are you gonna knock or are you just gonna open the door?
I'm gonna knock.
You knock. Okay. A few moments later, you hear the door open. Hello? Oh, hi.
Hello,
Jason,
Rupert.
welcome back. Welcome home.
Glad to be home.
Hold on. Closes the door a sec.
I wait patiently.
Opens the door again. Looks at Vaughn. Looks at Lucid. So, friend of yours?
Yes, obviously you know Vaughn, my cousin.
Oh, I know Vaughn, yeah.
But this gentleman here is a member of my party, and he's more of a blacksmith. Anything that you might be able to teach him, keep him busy for a little bit. I'll pay for your time to start mentoring for my father.
I don't do blacksmithing.
Anyone who might be able to help in town?
Not really.
Shit. Figured you might know.
No, we just machine everything here. We make the Warforged do it.
Actually, I have an idea that he might be able to go out and work with the Bioforge beasts.
Okay. As you say that, you hear a large growl behind you as Rupert turns around. Sit! Shut up! Turns around. Sorry.
So, do you need probably maybe help of an animal tamer? Someone with animal taming ability.
Can Vaughn like try to
That might
peek
be
in
an
to see
idea.
what the growl was?
I look over to you.
Perception check.
Do you want to help him maybe learn to chat animals a little bit better? I have a feeling he'd be better at it than he is. Just a hunch.
Could I roll that because it bounced off your
right,
dice?
yeah.
Okay.
So I deposit him with Rupert for animal training
Okay, so the
purposes.
same one. 10.
10.
10.
You look over and you get kind of a glimpse of something, of like the side of some type of creature thing that has like a reddish sheen to it that just seems to be sitting, but you can't quite make any detail out of what it is.
I want to go in.
I don't really know.
It would be like an animal handling thing to see what it is, right?
He has aesthetics on
I'd have to be
it.
able to
No, you
place it.
couldn't get enough. That perception roll, you didn't get enough of a peek.
Oh, I was asking like if I can get it would be an animal handling to see what kind of creature.
No, you would have to get like past Rupert in order to get in there to
Let's
take a look.
not crowd my dad's business associates that build weapons.
Okay, you got a quick peek in the
family,
door
it's
when you turned around.
Well, yeah, you're
Okay?
family.
You
might
can't
get away
see
with
Jack in this place unless he opens the door. So if you want to take a quicker peek, a better peek, you're gonna have to open the door and get in there.
No.
Is that what you're doing?
No. No.
it. Okay, so
I don't want to do that.
I basically, unless you want something else, I ask Lucid if he wants something else while we're here. If there's something else that could interest him. Otherwise, it looks like Rupert could use some help with animal taming.
I'm gonna help him for a little bit, then I'm gonna want to go hunting.
Is that agreeable? Your time will be paid for through my dad.
I don't know what you're asking for. I don't need an animal tamer.
All right, so I guess to take out hunting.
I guess I'll go
Okay,
hunting.
cool.
Yeah, they do roughly what I tell them.
Roughly.
All right, so like a backyard full of wild maccabees?
We have a whole country full of them.
Oh, that's true.
I've been pumping out a different creature almost every week for the last 5 years.
Sounds about right.
I started off with like monkeys, gerbils, made a few hamsters, squirrels. Squirrels were bad.
They're evil.
They are. You're not there though to respond, so.
Yeah, no.
So I guess
Then
your
I made
best.
kitties and dogs. I made them happy. We made the wolves. They keep out the vermin. Then we made the dinosaurs. And now I'm making this one.
Well, I'm glad you're liking your new shop.
Oh yeah, I can't make those in my other shop anymore. So I have this one devoted just for my bio beast.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Glad to hear.
Alright, bye.
See you later.
Closes the door.
Weird uncle. So yep, and then I basically say that if you want to go out and check out the bio base, just if you don't attack them, they won't attack you until you're ready or whatever.
Yeah, I'll head out later on.
Alright, so you three are heading back downstairs?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna just hang out in the cafe till my dad's free. I'm sure he knows I'm there.
Okay. So then it's just gonna be the two of you going hunting? Or just you going hunting?
Just me, unless she wants to come along. So.
Okay, so you're gonna go exploring this world to go and try and find stuff.
Yeah.
Alright.
I can go with it. I'll go with it.
So I take it you're going for a trek for a couple of days?
No, because I want to be back in a couple hours.
Okay, it's gonna take you a couple hours just to get to the edges of the city area
Yeah.
and town area
So,
before you start getting into the wild where you'd start being able to hunt them down.
so we'll just have to wait.
Okay? Going hunting for something isn't like I'm gonna go hunting for an hour and come back with a deer.
Yeah.
Well, not in this place. I mean, my best bet would be to ask my dad and then take off on a hunting excursion. But that'd be something we have to wait for my dad first.
All right, so then the three of you just hanging out in the cafe, chilling for a while.
Yeah, I'll just chill around that cafe.
All right, then I'm just gonna say let's take a break now. We're at like the 50-minute mark. Go have a cigarette, and then when I come back, then we can go on the hunt, and then do a quick wrap up of what we're doing for the. How long are you guys planning on staying in Lethnor?
Until I'm done.
We were Inspire a week. I mean, a week increments is a very manageable amount time frame.
Okay.
How long we've been in Toka, how long we've been in town. So I'd say we were week in Inspire, week in Lethnor. Is that fair?
All right, then how about we just jump to tonight when you get to meet Curtis. So Curtis invites everybody to dinner. You guys come to a large banquet room. Everybody's there. Rupert, Ren, Timmy. Everything's being waited on by Warforged. As you guys all sit down, and about 10 minutes after you guys all sit down and start getting your food, Curtis appears. And all of you have seen that Reclaimers movie. This is most definitely the Emoji Mask Killer. It's like the same exact trench coat, still, the whole 9 yards. A little bit of gray in the hair.
Expected.
As he sits down, comes over. Welcome. All right. Good to see you, son. Congratulations. Good to see you made some friends.
Alright, they're a good group. They do well.
How's the botany lab coming?
Botany lab?
Hey, you're supposed to make a botany lab so you can start growing me pot.
It's coming along.
You haven't even started it, have you?
No. I've
Fucking
been too busy smoking.
God damn it. Why the fuck did I agree to your mother to hire you?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I couldn't
I
tell you it
don't
was
even
a horrible
understand why
idea
you
to
came to
start
work
with.
for me.
She got sick of it. She was like,
I'm starting to understand why. So why'd you come here and not go to Toka? I still don't get that.
I'm just pointing to Jason.
If you want to come to Toka, we can talk. We can set
Oh
you
yeah, I
up.
plan to go with you.
Alright then. Speaking of that, how's Auntie Cynthia?
Oh, she's doing well.
Oh, I'm glad.
Is she
I-
still here?
No, she left. Like 2 days ago when she dropped you off.
Oh yeah.
Wow, you've been smoking quite a bit of that.
It's good shit. I had some of it earlier. That's great.
Oh yeah, it is. It
That's
is.
so good.
She's just gonna offer the book to Curtis.
Takes it, takes a hit, doesn't cough, hands it back.
Like a pro.
Bad to be forged logs.
Oh, yeah.
Bioforge.
So you come here, you ask me for a job. I say fine, make a lab or something to grow shit with. You don't even start it. In 3 days, you haven't even started it. And now you're talking about leaving to go with me boy and join his company.
I'll get the plants started before I go.
So you're going to plant a bunch of weeds in one of my rooms and just leave it there.
I'm gonna grow them first. I think I have the magic to do that. I should.
And what the fuck am I supposed to do with it then? Have a room of rotten plants?
Smokable plants.
God damn, you're useless.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't worry about it. Just go. That's fine.
I have to change one attribute of a plant. Speak of plants, control plant.
Fucking stoner.
Not sure why you thought that was a good idea to begin with, honestly. She's my
I
cousin.
didn't want to say no to Cynthia.
I don't fucking blame you on that shit.
And I figured she'd either stick, that Vanya here would either stick it around or go somewhere else. She usually winds up wandering off somewhere else. Apparently they found her in some world called Faerun last time. With a goblin.
I'm gonna pull out the giant skull I got from that, the giant golden skull, and just plop it on the table. I have evidence.
She
to
pulls
prove
out a 3 foot tall gold skull, human skull.
Well,
Sets it on the table.
honestly, I kind of think you should put this up in our warehouse office. This would look really great up in the corner.
Right opposite of the little golden
Yes. Yes, the giant humanoid skull next to the golden child with the ACG hat on. Hell yeah.
child. With a giant hat on the skull, right?
Now that's a little too much.
Derby. ACG Derby.
And then think
Okay.
speak with Dad with the hat on, so he'll be doing it all happily.
Why is this skull smiling? Because we put a hat on it.
So, boy, sorry I was busy with mittens all day. What the fuck brings you here?
Honestly, we're just in between jobs in Toka. Everything's been going well, so we decided to take some time, explore, get a little bit of experience, and do some training. Figured if you'd be up for it, I'd be willing to trade Starmentium bars for time spent for training some of my men working on our gear. Nothing extensive, just some help. Willing to pay for the time, though.
I don't know. Are any of you boys training with my guys yet?
I'm with Timmy.
Yep, he's with Timmy, and the
All
other
right.
one is with Ren.
Timmy, what you teaching him? I don't know, boss. He's just basic necro shit. Nothing specialized? No? Alright, I don't fucking care then. And
Greg's with Ren.
Ren? I am currently using him as an experimental model for some of my Warforged upgrades from that discussion that we had previously about the Warforged upgrade kit. Oh, excellent. So, Greg, you're just doing... So, I can't remember Greg's character's name.
Is that a...
So, Zeta. So, you're just being a market tester. Hi. All right, fine. Whatever. No pay for that. That's fine. No actual upgrades or anything to him. Just cleaning up, basically.
He needs it.
Yeah. So, what else you need?
Well, we've got, I appreciate you assisting me with the reforges for the town, and the reforges I'm going to put up the maid, I guess, is going to become our secretary, so she's going to run a warehouse shop.
Yep, standard contract.
Yep, all 9 yards.
2 Starmentium bars a year. Per.
Well, the other ones were paid for the town. This is for what I'm bringing back to Toka. Is there a
Hey.
difference?
No, there's the rental process for each of them. You paid for the first year.
Yep, alright.
At the next year, it'll be the renewal of 2 platinum bars a year.
For the 3.
Right.
Yep, alright, that's all
As you
set.
know, I rent everything.
Right, yeah, no,
Except for your Pixie, I let you have that one.
Oh yeah, the Pixie's coming real handy.
No problem.
She drives a skiff. She's handy for breaking apart and doing sometimes the best grunt jobs. She's really handy.
Every adventurer should have a pet.
Aye.
They come in handy. And this is when you actually notice the large metal gorilla standing in the doorway to the side that he had come in through.
I call out. Hey, Bruno.
Greetings, salutations, young Jason. I see you are healthy and well. Congratulations on the exemplary performance.
Thank you, Bruno. I go back to my dad, and then just other than that, probably be about a week before we head back to Toka to resume that next assignment for the Collections Department.
All right, fine, no problem.
I do ask him kind of directly if that he would spend a couple days with me working on some new gear. I would like kind of This is me asking personally. This isn't for the group.
Hey, I wouldn't mind tinkering around with you a bit.
All right, great. Otherwise, I did have a question for my party member Lucid. He's a member of the Beast Knights, Zog's department. Uncle Zog.
Hey.
Any chance that maybe he could attempt to tame one of the Bioforge beasts?
I'll go for it.
All right, so.
There are wild beasts out there at this point.
All right. Just wanted to make sure it wouldn't cause any problems.
But if you do tame one, I do ask you to register it. That's all. Because if it's leaving the world here and it's one of my own products, you know, I do have a little bit of liability if anything goes wrong. And it'd be nice to tag it just for testing purposes. See what happens. If you don't mind. Mm-hmm. And if you do mind, then fuck it, you can't have one. Does that sound fair?
Yep.
All right. Now, let's eat some of this fucking food.
All right.
Fucking A.
Aye.
It curse words a lot.
And it's a wonderful dinner. All right, so we're going to take a break here. Okay, because I also want to go grab my drink because I just finished my shake. All right, so we shall return shortly. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy watching, I know this one's kind of slow, but like, subscribe, whatever.
Share.
Have fun.
Blah, blah, blah.